Hey there, true believers, heroes, and adventurers. I am the Ancient Gamer, and today we're taking a look at the PC version of Skyrim Anniversary Edition, running in 4K 60 frames per second at ultra settings. All sliders slid all the way over to the max. And the reason we're looking at this today is to check out the latest patch, which apparently will either eliminate or at least alleviate significantly the black screen crashes that have been bothering gamers across all platforms ever since Anniversary Edition dropped. Now, the way I've come to understand it is that these black screen crashes were occurring because the game is running faster, running scripts faster, and some of the mods would hook into the game's ID, then fail to load the assets quickly enough, which causes a null order, which will then in turn cause a black screen crash. Now, that's not something we're likely to face in this video today because we're running a completely 100% box stock vanilla version of Skyrim. No mods, no SKSE 64. We're just going to take a look at the game and the way it runs right out of the box and looking at the performance and the graphics. And so I think I would tell you my first impression so far is very similar to the Xbox Series X, and that this fucking game is ultra responsive. It just is really quick and nimble to play, noticeably so. In fact, it almost feels like it's running at 120 frames per second, even though you know it's not. Definitely very smooth experience. Loads quickly, plays quickly. And here we're following the guard over. Now, I'm going to cut through most of this here in the beginning because, like the rest of, like pretty much everybody out there who's played Skyrim a lot, I could see this one less time, this entire beginning scene. I mean, it's marvelous and glorious as it is, and I love it too. I've gone through this so many times, and I know you all have too. So my main goal here is to run through the game, through the beginning of the game, so that I can highlight as many map areas as I can in about 12 minutes and let you see as many different parts of the map as possible. And we're going to go across the bridge here, and I'm sure there's going to be like an archer. Yep, there he is. And whack. Right through the head and heart. There you go. Damn, I hit that guy so hard, man, his fucking back won't even bend anymore. Okay, and as you can see, the graphics, they're sharp, they're clean. It's 4K, it's 60 frames per second. But, they don't look that much different than Special Edition. They look very, very similar. And it seems to me from playing this that the aim of Bethesda, in terms of any improvements they might have made, were to just make it run smoother and more reliably. And not so much to make it look a lot better, because it doesn't look a lot better. It looks pretty much the same. But it does seem to run quick as shit. And I think ultimately the other impression I would have is that we're going to be pretty happy with this. Now, yes, it has been a giant fucking ass pain. Let's not, even beat around the bush about that. Everybody's mods are broken. Everybody's saves are getting corrupted and fucked up. And that does suck. And I think we're kind of like right in the middle of the ass pain right now. So this is when it hurts the most, But I think even though we'll all fucking still grumble about it, I think 2 months down the road when this smooths out and it becomes more stable and everybody's kind of like, we've got the mod apocalypse in the rearview mirror a little ways, I think we'll ultimately end up being happier with this product than we were with Special Edition. But that doesn't mean we're happier with it right now. I mean, I'm still protecting my Steam version. This is the Game Pass version of the game, by the way. That's why I'm able to run it vanilla. Hey, is it just me, or does it look like that dog there is taking a shit? Oh yeah, definitely squeezing one out. No doubt about it. That's fucking hilarious. And there's my my player character, my dude. I crafted the best armor that I could based on just what I was able to come up with looting and what the blacksmith donated to me and selling everything. And now he's off. He's going to go out and get his cardio. He's going to jog down the trail here. And he makes this run to Whiterun, you know, from Whiterun to Riverwood and back, you know, a couple times a week just to keep his wind up. Little aerobics there. You know, a good barbarian has to do that. They got to keep in shape, you know. So yeah, I'm running the Game Pass version, and that's kind of a slick little trick. Oh, here we are at my little chill spot. I love this fucking spot up here, man. I sit up here and look at Whiterun. It's one of my favorite views in all of Skyrim. All of Skyrim. So yeah, I'm actually running the Game Pass version of this. I discovered kind of a cool little trick that, you know, I probably should have known all along. But the game, if you download this game on Game Pass, it's a completely separate instance of Skyrim, which allows me to continue to duck the update over on Steam and maintain my load order that, you know I have to blow up and start over, but I'm so reticent to do it because, you know, I love it so much. I've got it just the way I like it. I don't want to fuck it up, but I'm going to have to, and I know it. But in the meantime, I just downloaded this on Game Pass, and it's like a separate instance. Now see, here we are in Whiterun, and in real life, I tell her, you know what, honey? Too much makeup. You look better without it. A natural beauty. You know, clean that face off. Yeah, and you can probably tell by the way my character's flying around here and moving quickly and how fast. Oh, there's the old lady in the tomato box again. Same bug, same glitch as on the Xbox. Exactly the same place. Standing there in the produce box. That's hilarious. Yeah, so we'll head up the stairs and we'll go take a look in Dragon's Reach and just see what an interior looks like. Past the old lady. Through the garden here. Guard's like, hey, you looking at me? Are you looking at me? Yeah, I'm looking at you. Okay, so... Love the statue. That's a great view. That'd make a good screenshot. Okay, and here we are in Dragon's Reach. We're just going to zip in and zip out, not accept the quest. I just want to move along to the next game area and make sure that at least a few parts of the map look okay. I want to check the carriage and the fast travel. A few different areas where a lot of times if your game is crashy, you know, you're going to see it crash. You know, like carriage rides were always a source. When I had a heavily modded game on Xbox, the carriage rides were always like save right before and cross your fucking fingers. So we'll go there and check that out. Yeah, it actually does look really, really nice. Sometimes you forget. Vanilla Skyrim has a certain charm all its own. I mean, yes, we can mod the shit out of these games, and they look fantastic. We can really make them, you know, look like they were made recently instead of, you know, 10 years ago. But Vanilla Skyrim does have like its own sort of charm. It's a classic game. At this point, it is a classic game. And here we are in the tundra, and, you know, to me, this is the iconic area of the Skyrim map. When I imagine Skyrim, I think the first image that pops into my head is this area outside of Whiterun, surrounded by mountains. I just love this part of the map. And here's the carriage, and I think we'll probably go to Windhelm, because Windhelm's a pretty different place, and it'll give us a different look. Okay, now here, watch when we load into this door here. This is one area where the Xbox Series X has a big advantage, and that's in loading times. I mean, this isn't super slow or anything like that, but on the Xbox, it's just, you know, click on the door and blink, you're in. It's lightning fast. And it's not like I'm running this game on a sled either. I mean, my PC's pretty decent, and the game is installed and running off of a Samsung EVO 2TB SATA 3 SSD. And for all you folks out there wondering, yes, SATA 3 SSDs in real-world performance terms are just about as fast as PCIe NVMe drives when it comes to game loading and things. It doesn't seem like it makes much of a difference. The big advantage is in just getting an SSD, period. And the leap between, you know, one SSD and the other doesn't seem to make that much of a difference. Now, I really like Windhelm. Windhelm's one of those towns. It kind of reminds me a little bit of Butte, Montana, out west. Butte, Montana was like a boom town, copper mining boom town, and it's kind of seen its better days. It's sort of a rough and tumble, hard drinking, hard partying, hard fighting town. In Butte, And Windhelm's kind of like this too. It's kind of like the bad side of town, except it's the whole town. That's Windhelm. Hey, guard. And now our final stop is going to be Solitude, and Solitude looks great. You know, very vanilla. Nothing fancy, but it looks great. And once again, if you could feel the controller in my hands, it's so smooth and effortless. It's just really a light touch is all it takes. And that's my overwhelming impression. My big impression of Skyrim Anniversary Edition is, man, this motherfucker is quick. This game runs really fast and smooth. But hey, that's going to do it. So listen, if you enjoyed this video, found it informative, didn't feel like it was a waste of complete fucking time, then do me a big old favor and give it a like. You know, make the video happy. And I've already told you, subscribe to my channel. It feels good. Ring the bell for notifications. That feels good too.
Everything's all right?